for part 3, I didn't mean to have a part 3 video, but we're just going to submit it, and I'll show you what to do. So if you're at this point and you're like, okay, what do I do now? I saved it, I did this stuff. And also, let me mention, if you closed up your console, that's okay. There may be some times when I'll say, okay, copy the stuff from your console, paste it into a text file. We used to do that with our MySQL output, but you don't have to do that here. So I'm trusting that you'll just kind of work in the Bash console on your own and try it out, and then eventually come over here. If you skip it, you skip it, I guess, but I would like you to work in the console a little bit just to try that out, just like I did in the earlier part of the video. Now, if you're ready to submit this and you have something like this, this is what you should have, something like this. You could try other things too here. You don't have to do exactly the way I did it. You just multiplication, you could put in different numbers. I don't care what you do. Just do some of this stuff here. We're just doing it as a little intro. So once you have this stuff here, and you have it saved, you might think, well, what do I do now? I mean, it's going to be saved in your file. So if you go to your username, I'll see your CSC 121 directory, and I'll know that you have that file, and I'll see it here, and I'll look at it, and then I can run it. Even if your console disappears, if I click on it again, you're still not going to see the same output here. It may go away once I go in again, but I can run it and see what happens. Or if you had any errors, I can check it out, anything like that. You might say, well, how can I do that? How am I going to see it? Well, here's what I want you to do. Make sure that you did this, and I think in the earlier videos I did this, but make sure in your account under teacher, you have Homawccc lowercase just as it is there. Make sure you have that. Then you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to email me anything. All you have to do is when you go to coursework, you're just going to go down here, and you'll see that exercise, and I may update this a little bit, but I'm just calling it 1 for now. And you'll click on here, and you'll see instructions, and they say create your free beginner Python Anywhere account, nominate. You did that. Add a comment so that you've completed the assignment, and indicate what your username is. What do you mean a comment? That's this thing right here. Go in here and add a comment, and you're going to do something like this. Say completed assignment, and then put your username, just so I know, because you may have something like, dog lover or something, or whatever, video game player. I don't know what your username will be, but if it doesn't have part of your name in it, it's going to be hard for me to recognize it. So mine was Homawccc. So that's what I would put if I was a student, because I did it as a student. So I would just put completed assignment. You could put in PA, I guess you could do that. And username is Homawccc. And I'll hit save. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to put a link. There's nothing to link, completed assignment. And then when I go to look at the assignment, I'll see a little comment, a little icon, and I'll know that you did that, and I'll see your comment. And I want to see your username, and I have this open in a different browser just because it doesn't let me do it both in Chrome. So if I go to Firefox and I go into my teacher account, now I'm in Homawccc. I'm in that account, and this is how I can see your file. I can go here and go to RCN. Now, these are all people from my spring class, which I'll probably take them out of there so I don't see them anymore, unless it's somebody who's also from the spring who has a course this semester. But these are all people from the spring. And it doesn't matter if I have a real giant list, that's okay. But you can see if I don't recognize your name or something and I don't know who it is, it's just going to be harder to find. So if I know that, oh, okay, that's Homawccc, I know that's one of my students from this semester because I saw it in your comment, I could go here and I'm in Homawccc, and then I could go to your files, and I could be like, okay, let's check out Homawccc. He made a folder here called CSC 121. Here's his hello py file, and there's his stuff, and I'll run it just to make sure that it works. That's actually saying the same thing there. So it'll run it again to see if it works, and then I could see your stuff. So that's how we can do it in Python Anywhere. That's even easier than Replit, where I'll have to see a link from you, or I have to click in your Replit. But here I could go right in here in my account and see your stuff. So you don't have to send me a file, you don't have to download a file, you don't have to upload a file. You just have to go here in coursework and put a comment and just say completed assignment when you complete it, obviously, and just say your username is this, not me, but your username, just so I can recognize it when I see it from a longer list. So that's all you have to do for that assignment for the Python Anywhere Bash intro. And then we'll be moving on to some other things after that. But that's all you have to do for this first kind of intro assignment.